What are some effective tools to help parents regulate their own emotions in a crisis?
So there are two things that are critical when it comes to regulation. The first one is your basic physical needs. If you're exhausted, if you haven't had enough sleep, if you're thirsty, if you're tired, if you're hungry, just like we are the toddlers ourselves, if we do not have at least half a battery, the odds of us being able to regulate are not good. So making sure that you are doing what you can to take care of yourself. And if you have a team to tag in, helping them, because if your battery's low, the amount of time you're going to last is just like if you have a 10% phone battery and you're trying to watch a YouTube video, it's not going to work. Your battery's going to die and the results are not going to be what you're hoping for. So make sure your own battery is charged first, or you're not going to use any tools. Second, after you are doing at least you can to run at half battery, maybe not full battery, but at least half battery, then you have two other things that it splits into. The first step is separating your stuff from whatever stuff is going on. So, for example, if you are questioning your skills as a parent or as a person or as a child of parents who have struggled, you're going to have all of your buttons pushed like the way I used to play video games, where you just mash all the buttons together and you hope you're winning whatever it is on the other side of the screen. If you can't separate your stuff from the current situation, that's the first step, and say, this is not about me. This is what is the situation that's going on with them? Because if you can't put your stuff aside for a minute, you can't help anybody else with anything else. So what do you need to do to say, this is not about me? What do I need to do to help them? And the second part is really being able to take ownership, which is really hard to say, okay, is there something that I am doing that is either not helpful to the situation or that is being misunderstood? And I know this is sometimes a controversial parenting challenge because historically, the parent is always right. We have not done anything wrong. We do everything we can for our child, especially our adoptive kiddos. Sometimes we may think, I have rearranged my life to take care of you, and you treat me like crap. And so I have not done nearly as many things wrong as you have. Sometimes as parents, yes, we may think this. And so being able to recognize, okay, even if we have worked hard, there's still times we probably screwed up and times we have missed the mark or misunderstood or reacted in a way that was intense. If we are asking our children to be honest and take responsibility for the mistakes that they're making, we have to do that. And that means it's like, you're right. I'm sorry. I was cranky. I was probably a little too quick to respond. And I do want to ask that question first. And we have to model that receptiveness to feedback that we're wanting our kids to use. And so we have to have at least a half a battery. Second, we have to separate and remind us that this is not about me. And we have to take some accountability of, okay, what's going on? Because you're right. I'm not a perfect parent. I'm a human. And that doesn't excuse me. And sometimes I do. You are entitled to an apology, and I could try again because I want you to try again. And I'd like you to apologize for the stuff that you do. And so if I want that, I've got to do that.